Hey everyone, we're here at the Kelsey Theater in Lake Park, Florida. This is now the third event that STF is attending, and we're so excited to be a partner of the Crypto Connect and NFT conference here in South Florida, and we're so excited for what's to come in the future. Come, join us. Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing today? I gotta follow a dancing bunny and a lady who's does have a nice mouth, right? So I'm a little bit different. And I need a couple of permissions from the audience always because I get emotional. I tend to cry. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna cry. But here's the deal. Do I have permission to be personal with you today? Is that okay? Okay. I'm not gonna curse. I'm not gonna do that stuff. But I do want to get personal. I do want to get intimate. Do I have permission to be your friend? Yeah? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna tell you stories about my friends. And by the end of the night, I'm gonna invite you to come join our community and to become my friend. So as I go through my presentation, look, it's real simple. Who's here been in the space for longer than 5 years? Okay, we have people who've been there for 5 years. How about 2 years? 2? Okay, my audience is very wise. How about this year? Who got into the space this year? Okay, so we got a couple of folks that got into space. Who here got into crypto because you wanted to become a Web3 developer, blockchain expert, coding, working 16 hours a day with no sleep, little things? Who got into, okay, we got a couple of people. I love you guys. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Now, let's be real. Who got into this space to make some money? Okay, at least you're honest with yourself, all right? Who got into this space to make life-changing money? Okay, same hands. I love it. So here's the deal. Do you believe that cryptocurrencies are an opportunity of a lifetime? Yes, some of you do. Do you believe that you missed that opportunity because Bitcoin is no longer at $64,000? No? Good. See, I believe there's always been opportunities in crypto. There were opportunities in 2016, 2017, 18, 19. But what happens is most people don't know how to look, right? There's opportunities everywhere. We were around when Amazon wasn't $1 trillion company, right? You could have made a fortune with that. We were around when Netflix stock was $5. You could have made a fortune with that. You were around when Tesla stock was $80. You could have made a fortune with that. But why didn't you? See, I believe it's because you didn't have mentorship. You didn't have a community. See, what if every morning when you woke up, you logged into a Discord or a Telegram, in this case, a Discord, and you had 500 people that were telling you what was happening in the world of finance today. And they were talking about, hey, these are the movers and shakers. These are the companies that are going through stuff. Hey, these are the tokens that are about to explode. Hey, this is the research. This is the analysis. See, if you had community, you would probably make better decisions, right? Because today we make decisions based on what? A hot tip on Facebook. Anybody get a hot tip on Facebook? Right? Oh, buy Shiba Inu. It's going to be $1. Who here got wrecked with Shiba Inu? Be honest. Okay, a couple of you did. Be honest. I got friends that lost a lot of money. A lot more money than they're willing to admit. I have friends that bought Dogecoin at 75 cents because it was going to go to $1. Right? I have friends that bought Bitcoin at $50,000. But they wouldn't pick up the phone when I was calling them at $5,000. And they bought it at $50. So here's the deal. Community, mentorship, it's what I believe is missing in this space. So let me introduce you to STF, start to finish. That's what we stand for. This is Earl. This is his story. Earl wants to be a stay-at-home dad. He made $4,000 literally in his first month and a half, had no experience trading ever. Okay, and I'm not going to talk about candlesticks or any of that stuff tonight. But just understand, these are normal people. He's a construction worker. He's a construction worker, not a professional day trader. This is Chantel. Chantel is another STF graduate. She got scammed. She was tired of losing money, came into STF, turned $5,000 into $15,000 in her first month. Why? Because she was following the right guidance. Now, results aren't typical. I'm supposed to stand up here and tell you all this stuff. Hey, this is not financial advice. Results aren't typical. You get it, right? But these are typical folks. This is Andrew. He's a retired police officer in the military, had no investing experience, no trading experience, none of that stuff. He literally was making, at one point, $20,000 a month. He could never do that in the military. He could never do that in the military. He was doing that with us. And it took him less than 6 months to 7x his money. I mean, that's amazing. And here's what I love about STF in our community. He started as a student. He's now actually become one of our instructors. Wouldn't you like to learn from somebody that 7x his money in 7 months in this market? Yeah, I would like to learn from somebody like that too. So who will benefit today? Well, these are the folks that I think will benefit today. People who have no time to waste on YouTube. Maybe you're new to this space, you're a new adopter. Maybe you have no systematic approach. That's really, when it comes to crypto, that's where most people get wrecked. They just have no approach. They just go on Coinbase and see what's up, or what's down. If you're smart, what's down 20% today, and they just buy that, and hopefully tomorrow it's up 10%, right? That's the systematic approach that most people have. Maybe you've gotten liquidated. If you trade perpetual contracts or smart contracts, maybe you've gotten liquidated, right? You don't know how to protect your assets. Maybe your MetaMask wallet got hacked because you clicked on a phishing email and you had no idea that they were going to steal your private keys. Or maybe some guy offered to give you tech support over in India, right, and stole all your tokens. So these are all the people that are going to benefit because we've been through all this. We've been through all this. And our goal is to take someone who does not know anything or has experienced anything like this and help them go through a transformational experience with STF Academy. So this is a little bit of my background. I've been in finance the majority of my adult life. I know I look like I'm 12, but I'm actually a lot older than that. So I've been in finance for a long time. I traded. I've been featured in the Binance top 500 traders in the world. Binance has now 97 million customers. I've been in the top 500 with them 3 times. And I also started a hedge fund. I've done all these things. Look, the accolades is just so you understand that this is who you have on your corner. It's not a guy that just decided to wake up yesterday and start teaching people how to do cryptocurrencies. I've been in this space for a long time, and I've learned a lot. So here's what was my, I guess, claim to fame amongst the community. When I started STF, obviously the market conditions were a little bit different, but here's the deal. I wanted to show my community that you don't need a lot of money to be successful in crypto. So I started with $300. And in 30 days, I turned it into $100,000. My average win was $5,000 per win, and you can see my win rate was 76%. Now, that's not normal, okay? The market conditions were favorable, but nevertheless, if you've traded before, you know that that's very difficult to do. The second month of that challenge, I made the same amount of money, but this time it took 21 days to do it, right? And by the time I was done in 90 days, I took $378 and turned it into $432,000 in 90 days. And I did that right in front of 100 folks who then told a whole bunch of folks. And that's how STF was born. Because I wanted to, I didn't want to be the guy who did something in 2017 and was trying to teach you in 2021 how to do it. I wanted to be the guy that in January started doing this and by March showed you what was possible. So because of that, my ego got really, really big. Anybody ever made a lot of money really, really fast? That is the worst thing that can happen to a human being. I promise you. It's like winning the lottery. It's the same effect. When you make a lot of money really, really fast, and this is what a lot of money really fast looks like. I made $53,000 in 24 hours. I used to make that as a business banker at Bank of America in a year. I made that in 1 day. 1 day. That landed me top 300 in the entire world, $58,000 in 24 hours. But here's what happened. I got to a level where I thought my shit didn't stink. And I was the man, and I couldn't lose. And here's what happened. I had this great idea to short a coin called Doge. Because there is no way Doge is ever going to go to what is $1? You got to be kidding me. There's no way. So at 17 cents, I had the bright idea to short 1 million tokens. Because when it got back down to about 7 cents, where it was supposed to be at, right, I would have made a lot of money. Right? If you do the math, 1 million tokens, 10 cents is $100,000. Well, here's what happened. Doge took off. And in 45 minutes, I lost $70,000. If you never lost $70,000 in 45 minutes, I hope you never do. I promise, I hope you never do, because that would hurt, right? I mean, that would hurt anybody. Well, that sent me into a spiral that I could not get out of. And within 7 days, this is what happened. Within 7 days, I lost $207,000 in 7 days. Oh, knowing what I know now, oh, man. But see, I didn't have accountability. I didn't have somebody to talk me through this. See, this is a natural human emotion that you're going to experience in your wealth building journey. And this is one of the things that we coach in STF. This is one of the things that we walk you through. This is why I hire professionals to come into our company, right, to help you manage these things. We have holistic people that come in and speak and help you manage stuff like this. I mean, we have a community of people that literally tell you to get off your computer and stop trading when you made a bunch of money. And if you don't get off your computer and stop trading, we literally block you for the day. So we hold our team accountable. We hold our community accountable. And what we do is we just literally give you a pathway to success, because we know that if this ever happened to you, you're not alone. Hey, you're not alone. So here's the solution. We created a path that works. It's super simple. It's a path that works, and it looks like this. In order to build wealth, you need multiple streams of income. Can we agree? Yes or yes? Yes. If you are in the United States today, right, if you've been to the grocery store recently, you know that you cannot buy the same amount of groceries with the same amount of money that you had a year ago. You just can't. My Sam's Club bill went from $300 to $400 in 1 year. Don't know why. I'm still eating the same chicken sandwiches, right? So here's the thing. The market today and the economy today, it's claiming for you to have multiple streams of income. If you want to be financially successful, you have to have multiple streams of income. So some people have great ideas and they start home-based businesses. They join network marketing companies. They sell products from home. They do all these great things that promise great returns. But here's the reality. It is not enough to have somebody do it for you. It's not enough to buy into a system where people invest for you, where people do the work for you. You need to learn these skill sets on your own. Because if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. And a woman, right? But if you teach them how to fish, you feed them for how long? A lifetime. I didn't come up with that, okay? So what if you could do all these things right here? Create a 5 to 10 year plan for retirement, live on passive income. Guys, there's two types of stress in life. There's financial stress and there's health stress. And if you have them both at once, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because it is really, really difficult. Usually it's one or the other. So here's the thing. Having passive income will reduce stress, which in turn improves your quality of life. Right? Because how many of us, who here is a parent? Who here is a parent? Oh, a lot of parents in the room. Do you have young children, older children, younger children? How awesome would it be, sir, to be playing with your child every day, or take him to Cancun, or do whatever you want, whenever you want, for however long you want? Yeah. That's what we want to do. We want to have stories like yours, like Earl's, right? We want to give people the opportunity to be full-time parents, to be stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads. And here's what the formula looks like. It's 3 simple steps. At STF, we teach you how to convert cash into crypto, right? We teach you how to compound passive income. And if you choose to, you can also create profits from trading. Now, trading is not for everybody. There are people that I actually discourage from trading, because when I talk to them, I'm like, dude, it's just not for you. It's just not for you, and that's okay. Not everything is supposed to be for you, right? So once we identify what is for you, then we help you build a plan around it. So let's look at a scenario. Let's say your friend calls you out of the blue and they have an amazing opportunity. Anybody got a call to go to PancakeSwap or Uniswap in the last year to go buy some token you never heard of? Yes, some of us did, right? Well, how do you get money from your bank account into MetaMask? Well, I don't know. If you're not into crypto, how do you do that? Your friend will always tell you, it's easy. You'll figure it out. Just go on YouTube, watch a video. I've been on YouTube learning stuff. Trust me, it doesn't end well. I start on YouTube and somehow I end up on Facebook by the time it's done. So these are 6 simple steps in order for you to do it, but we made it even easier. I actually wrote a digital book that you can download, and you can just go to stf.gifts, and you can get it. And it walks you step by step on how to fund your MetaMask wallet within 24 hours. So you can move money from your bank account to your MetaMask in 24 hours and not have to worry about crazy fees and all these crazy things. I call them crypto hacks. This is a crypto hack. So you can money, and I give you literally the 6 steps. It's free. Just go to stf.gifts and you can get it. It's all yours.
I did get a little bit into crypto, like trying to do it myself, and of course ran into scams. And then I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll take the course. And thank God I did, because then I could actually like spot out the scams. And then it's been like crazy growth ever since. Being able to like spot out like which companies are really good, it gave me like some pointers of like what to look for, because there's so many different networks, and it's that I know a lot of people get confused when they're trying to move money from one network to another network. So I like to just like stick to the networks that I like personally believe in, and it's been working so far ever since. Doing it by yourself kind of sucks. That was my thing too. It's like you have to ask YouTube or Google rather than being an STF, be like, hey, have you guys ever heard of this platform or done this, done that? And it's like you can ask all the questions you could ask to get on a call. I think that's like the biggest thing, is like that community that's being built.
I love that he says that. Andrew made almost $100,000 in 7 months. You know how much JC made from Andrew's efforts and success? 0. I have 0 financial incentive from any of my students' success. I have a gentleman who made $1 million in Avalanche last year. He bought Avalanche at $3 and sold it at $137, and he bought a lot of it. He bought a lot of. He was actually a network validator for them, which means you have to own at least 2,000 tokens. He actually ended up making $1 million. You know, I call him up all the time. I say, Doug, what's my cut? He's like, you should have asked earlier. So yeah, I don't benefit anything from my students, guys. This is all community driven. Here's another scenario. This is the one that I love the most. Let's say something happens and you need money right away. Anybody have ever had an emergency where you need $2,000 or $3,000 out of nowhere? Something just crazy happens? Yeah, I think we all have. Well, in crypto, you could have money sitting around idle. How many of us have Bitcoin on Coinbase or Ethereum or any of these assets just sitting on Coinbase waiting for the price to go up? But there's something happens and you need to sell it. Oh, talk about tough life decisions, right? Having to sell your crypto to pay for a transmission for a car or something along those lines. Well, did you know that there are protocols in crypto where you could take your Bitcoin, you could take your Ethereum, you can deposit them into those protocols and you can borrow US dollars against it at 4%, 2%, 1%, sometimes almost free. And you can actually park your money there, you can borrow, take out a loan, and then you can pay yourself back. Because here's what most people do for money. They go to where? Credit cards, right? They go to loans, they refinance their homes. They do things that benefit who? Do they benefit themselves or they benefit who? The banks, right? I used to be a banker. Do you know how banks make money? Yes, for interest rates. And this money that they're making, it's not going to better society. It's going to the CEO's yacht, their jet. It's going to corporate bonuses. When I was a VP with them, I used to fly all over the country to get trained. They gave me a $200 per day per diem. You know what I did with my per diem every day? I ate at Ruth Chris and I drank Johnny Blue. That's with your interest money. That's what I was doing with your interest money. Did you think I feel any remorse? Absolutely not. The company was paying for it. And that's what happens when you borrow money from banks. But what if you could be your own bank? What if you could pay yourself, right? And you didn't have to do anything, right? You were in control. This is how you do it. Step 1, lend money to a protocol. 2, borrow it. 3, move it to your Crypto.com debit card. And then 4, just repay it back at your own pace. Did you know that there's no repayment schedule? You could take 10 years. Why would you take so long, JC? Because I'm not paying interest on it. Because I'm earning interest on the money that I originally deposited. And more often than not, it's way higher than the interest I'm paying on the loan. See, these are the principles that we teach at STF. We teach people how to become financially independent so then they can eventually become financially free. And I have all sorts of professionals. I mean, literally, our community is so vibrant. I love it. These are some of the protocols that we use, and I'm going to skip right through them. But here's Andrew's testimony for the bank.
And it was about like 2 years ago, I started trying to figure out how to make passive income. When we were doing like the passive income, that's when like the things started sticking. And I was like, oh, okay. I like watching it grow and watching like, or it says the amount that you earned every time. I was like, oh, that's cool. I was digging more into that and I was like, oh man, I really like this. I feel like I put in between 20 to 30,000. And then I did get it up to almost 90,000. It was like 86 something thousand at the beginning of January. I mean, I always knew like that I want to have multiple streams of income. I didn't think how like realistic it would be. The end result of the month was that I was up $10,000 to $20,000 a month. If I really wanted to live a life where I didn't have to work again and like not be in the military for 20 years, I would have to make this passive income and being able to build that up so I could not have to ever work again and just live in the Philippines and travel the world. And, you know, I can do that if I ever take out my crypto.
He did take some of it out. He actually ended up buying a house in New Jersey, not the Philippines. Don't know why, but he likes the cold, I guess. And now he's in Peru for a month, and I'm like, hey, you're one of our instructors. What's up? He's like, well, I'm going to travel for a month, and I'll be back in July. That's financial freedom. The ability to leave for however long you want, go wherever you want to go, right, and do whatever you want to do, and not have to worry about going to a 9-to-5 job. He has that now. But what if I just showed you what to do every day? Could you follow simple directions? Could you get up every morning at 8 o'clock, log into the Discord channel and ask, JC, what are we doing today? And I told you what to do. Could you do that? Could you follow? Okay, 3 people can follow directions in the room. I'm going to talk to you guys. So here's the deal. I can tell you what I'm doing because every single day when I log in, right, I'm telling you what trades I'm about to put in. And then when we win the trades, we share with the community. Our community has logged over 3,000 screenshots of winning trades from all of our traders. I would say about 30% of them came from me. The rest came from them learning how to do it on their own. But here's the deal. Every morning, I get up and I tell my graduates, hey, this is what I'm about to trade. This is what I'm about to buy. Here's your stop loss. Here's your take profit. Set it, forget it. Go enjoy your day. I do that literally every day of the week, except Saturdays and Sundays. Those are family days. So it's a proven record success. But most people doubt themselves because they think they need to start with a lot of money. Do you understand the power of compound? Anyone here not understand the power of compound? Let's talk about it. 72. Let's say you started with $1,000 and you won 3%, which is the average win of our STF trade. And the reason it's the average win of our trades is because I developed the algorithm that always wins 3% or loses 2%. That's it. It wins 3 or loses 2. That's how the algorithm works. So when you go in there and you win 3%, if you do that 4 times a week, in 90 days, you'll have $4,600. But let's say we don't have a good week, like this week. It was a pretty bad week. Bitcoin is being moody again. And we lose 30% of that. You end up with $3,200 in 90 days. Not too bad. But here's what compounding and efforts look like. After that, the second time you do it, you end up with 10 grand. We call that our 1K to 10K challenge. It's available to anybody who graduates from our community, and it's free for all of our graduates. But here's what happens afterwards. $10,000 becomes $39,000 if you lose a little less. And then $39,000 becomes almost $150,000 in 1 year. You can 150x your money in 1 year by compounding at 3% 4 times a week. It's really that simple. Ask me how I know. So here's the deal. That's what we teach. We teach you how to compound your efforts. And we do it in a methodical way that is easy to follow. This is Stuart. This is Hugh. Sorry, Hugh. Stuart's his last name. Hugh Stewart. He's a good friend of mine. He actually turned $5,000 into $44,000 in his first month trading. Check this out.
I spent 20 years in the Air Force Auxiliary. I retired in 2014 as a major. I've been in crypto for a few years. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I don't know anything about it. I do know how to invest. The first time I didn't even take the first course because I know about crypto. So I started in the second course, which was DeFi. And I was like, I don't know anything about crypto. So I took the second course and then I took the trading course, and it was incredible. So the second course changed my life. I was like, all right, this is how my family is going to get wealthy. This trading thing was really cool. And I ended up getting to the point where I was making $3,000 a day trading as a first student to go from nothing to novice. And it took, I think, about 12 days to make it happen. But it was in my third month that I did it, because in my first 11 days, I made $36,000 of trading, just trading. And it was, I started with, I think, like 10 grand or something like that.
I mean, $3,000 a day. I mean, it's hard to feel bad for him. He's doing very well. I love you. He also is the CEO of a company now valued over $50 million, and he does this on his spare time. Great guy. So here's the deal. We built an easy way. Yes, it's simple. You come in, you take our courses, you learn, you educate yourself, and then we release you into the world and we guide you step by step on how to become successful. It's really that simple. You can do it the easy way or you can do it the hard way. That's what the hard way looks like. Most of us are used to the hard way. You know, there's only two possible outcomes when you invest. Anybody know? Exactly. You make money or you lose money. That's it. People will tell you, oh, I broke even. BS, you lost money on fees. You didn't break even. Everybody, it's only two outcomes. You either make money or you lose money, right? So our goal is to help you make money. Super simple. My inspiration for creating STF, and I'll wrap this up here soon, I just wanted people to get a taste of what it would be like to be financially independent, to be financially free, because I'm extremely thankful to this industry. I got started in 2016 and hit it off with a couple of really early projects like TRX, ETH, and all those guys back then were basically worthless. And because of crypto, because of this industry, I've been able to be financially independent. And in 2018, I took that stretch and I became a proficient trader. And what I learned during that time was that my purpose was not to make money in life. My purpose was to find my purpose. And my purpose begins to help people find their purpose. And to do that, you need what? Usually money, because you need time freedom, right? How many of us are living their purpose right now, going to work every single morning? If you are, that's great, right? It's less than 1% of the room. So my goal at STF is for you, that's my beautiful daughter, she's back there somewhere, is for you to experience this type of lifestyle. And what started as 12 students per month has now evolved into a full digital platform where you can stream the courses, you can come in there, you can learn from our students who are now instructors, you can learn from myself, and this is our team, so you can see that it's not just me, it does take a village to build this. And our masterclass, it's made up of about 25 hours of content. I used to do the Zooms live. I don't do them live anymore. You can go in and you can just go at your own pace. Because what I found out is that most people, when they come home from work at 7 o'clock at night, they don't want to go on Zoom for 2 hours. They're tired. Their brain is foggy. So why not do it at your own pace? And that's what the masterclass does. Now, you don't have to take the masterclass. If you are proficient in crypto, you can come join the community for free. It doesn't cost you anything. The Discord is free. And you can hang out in there with us all day and provide value or get value at no cost to you. Now, the Zooms are no longer available. Everything is recorded. When you go through STF, you and I are going to have a conversation for 25 hours. And I'm going to teach you what works and I'm going to teach you what doesn't. Okay, anybody cool with that? Yes, I'm not going to send you down rabbit holes. I'm going to show you the fastest way to go from A to Z so you can make money right away. Because that's what matters. That's what we're here for. So coming soon, we are going to enable a membership. We're going to begin to decentralize our content. We're going to create the STF DAO, and we're going to bring everything to Web3 and allow folks to create their own content on our platform and educate folks at their own pace. Also, we have a special deal for you guys in this room today. It's called the deal of a lifetime. Okay? When you get the deal of a lifetime with STF, you get everything that's on here. Okay? And one of the things that we're really proud of is our NFT collection. Okay? These are our NFTs. They're called the Wolves of Alt Street. Okay? The Wolves of Alt Street. When you become a lifetime member with STF, you get one of these NFTs. There's only 100 of them available. They give you access to myself. They give you access, private access to myself. They give you access to special events. One of them being the STF retreat coming up in September in Cancun, where we're gonna trade and spend a whole weekend hanging out and relaxing. And the other one is gonna be the Wolves Den in January, which is a private event at a mansion in South Beach, where you're gonna get to hang out with me for an entire weekend, and you and I are gonna chat for an entire weekend. That's available to our NFT holders only, and it will be a paid-for event by STF, not by you, just for holding an NFT. So, there's only 100 of them, and actually most of them are already gone. So with the membership for the lifetime, you get access to everything here. The virtual classrooms you get lifetime access to our membership. You get the DAO airdrop, which is the tokens. You get 50% more tokens when we launch. You get access to our NFT and affiliate program, and you get a bump in the affiliate program as well. So here's a recap. Our promise is to deliver on everything that we stand. The beautiful thing about this is that I choose to build STF. I don't have to build STF. I don't make money off of STF. That's the reality of it. Every single dollar that we make, it's a DAO. We're gonna turn it into a decentralized autonomous organization, so every dollar that comes in goes back to build infrastructure. Trust me, I don't need a salary from STF. We're fine, we're doing okay. So here's the deal, everything that we make goes back to build the platform for you so you can turn around and make money. That's how it works. That's how a DAO works. That's how a decentralized organization works. So right now, I'm just steering the ship until enough people come on board that we can steer the ship together, okay? So if you buy an NFT with STF, if you do one today, you're gonna get a free t-shirt. Don't get too excited, it's free. It's a free t-shirt. But if you get the lifetime deal today, you'll also be entered to win an entire year worth of mentorship with me one-on-one. An entire year where you and I talk every other day on Zoom. We trade together. I walk you through everything I'm doing. I walk you through the things that I'm buying. I walk you through everything that I do on a day-to-day basis. You can win with an NFT holders will win a chance. 2 NFT holders will win a chance to be mentored for me my entire year. When you graduate with STF, you'll actually be invited to participate in our 1 to 10K challenge, which means you basically come in and I guide you every single day on how to make money. This is some of the conversations in the Discord channel. This was our leaderboard. Jason was up $13,000. Carol was $9,000, $4,000. You can see Carol turned $1,000 into $15,000, and it took him 42 days to do that. Not too shabby. He is a mechanic out of Australia. A mechanic out of Australia. Made $14,000 in a month and a half. So when you get started with STF, you get access to all these things. When you become a lifetime member, you get access to all this. You get access to all this for life. Now, I'm out of time. I wish I could talk to you for another hour. Trust me, I could. So here's the deal. Come see us in our booth back there. Come ask questions. Whatever you need answered, we got you. And thank you so much for your time.